welcome to my channel. Today I am bringing you a game similar to Total War. Real Warfare 2, Northern Crusades. This game, it's based around a campaign that is similar to that of Mount & Blade, with some parts of Total War campaign implemented it, but it's mostly a Mount & Blade campaign. And the battles are Total War style. They are based around Sun Tzu's tactics like spears, counters, cavalry, but the engine is also quite different. You will be able to see that the units, they are in like 120 men in one unit, but each and every soldier is like an individual, a bit more. It's a different feel to the combat. And also the maps, I must say, they are much better than that of Total War, and there is less bugs than in Rome 2. The game was released in 2011, so many people might have heard of it already. It was on sale recently, and yeah, the UI sometimes is kind of crappy, and you can see sometimes, like in the campaign, it's there's frame drops all the time. Changing graphics doesn't really solve it, but I don't see that as a problem, really. It works out just fine, and as I said, the UI is not very good at it all the time, and the sound is bullshit sometimes. So it took me a little bit of time to edit the sound settings, but it should be just perfect now. So let's start our first episode of Let's Play of this campaign. Northern Crusades. In 1226, Conrad I, Duke of Masovia, in northeastern Poland. This is, of course, the Crusades that were waged to the northern heretics on, Prussian lands and Russia. So, in northeastern Poland, appealed to the knights to defend its borders and subdue the pagan Baltic Prussians, allowing the Teutonic knights to use of Chelmno land, Colmar land, as the base of their campaign. This being a time of widespread crusading further through Western Papal's regenity, some words I just can't pronounce them. In 1223, the Teutonic knights assimilated the smaller order of Dobrysin, which had been established earlier by Conrad. Sorry for my bad pronunciation sometimes. So I did start a campaign to check out how the game was. Let's go for a new one. So you can see how by holding a steady position like an adamantine rock and performing and placing counterattacks, you can defeat a great army. They do provide some very good tips here.
Prussia is the stronghold of heathenism in Eastern Europe. It is a savage land, filled with savage people, unsafe for any Christian. To defend his borders, the King of Poland appealed to the most glorious warriors of the time, the Knights of the Teutonic Order. In the distant year of 1230, they founded the Castle Thorn, their first fortress on the bank of the Wisla River. Thus, the next chapter of the Teutonic Order's glory was opened. Step by step,
I'll be playing the Teutonic Order.
Sometimes advancing victorious, sometimes retreating, but steadily etching with sharpened steel glorious new pages to the history of the order.
And you'll soon see why it is very similar to Mount & Blade.
And fight alongside them. Only then will you be able to say,
see, I only have one army here. This one. That's me. There is a quest system. There's a map overview, minimap for overviewing the whole world. You can see the whole world here. So we have Sweden, we have Poland, we have parts of Denmark here, we have parts of Germany, parts of Russia. Yeah, that part of the world basically. Later there will be diplomacy and economics, but early on we just focus on gameplay and what you usually do early on. Resources here, you can see I'll be producing stuff, but that's a bit too advanced for now. So my army, you can see here, I have irregular footmen and my general's bodyguard. This will be... Oh, you need to pause the game. This will be... I'll have more troops later. I'll buy troops, like... That's the way you do it in Mountain Blade, basically, but instead of getting one soldier at a time, you get 140. So let's... Yeah, it's different on which unit you pick. So let's say we have a quest in Mogil now. To pause it again. Here yeah, also, you'll be able to see that I can level up my hero. With Glorious Warlord, for example, warriors cost less to hire, melee mastery. I'll be going for this because it gives me better infantry, or maybe later some cavalry and missile upgrades. So let's go to this town that we're supposed to go to. Unpause the game, just left click to go there. You can see that he turned around quite slowly, so they treat these towns as objects on the map and they go around them and collide with them. And when they turn, it goes like they don't turn directly like in Mountain Blade, but they like make a big like a big circle, you could say, or half circle. So greetings, my brother in knighthood. Good tidings on your safe arrival from the Holy Land. What brings you to Prussia? Surely serving the wilderness is not nearly so honourable as protecting the Holy Sepulchre. I'm but a humble knight, and I can only obey the Hochmeister. Hermann von Salza believes that my services are most needed here. We received a message from Palestine the day before your arrival. The Hochmeister mentioned you were exiled for rather serious malefaction. Yes, it is sad but true. Without a doubt, this matter that the Hochmeister has mentioned carries much shame. But we all make mistakes in our youth. I hope you will earn your forgiveness by good work and valiant deeds. I am ready to perform any task you see fit to entrust me with, Landmeister. Good! Then I say welcome, brother. Welcome to our ranks. Considering your experience and circumstances, I assign you to serve as the Compter of Fawn. Now go and survey the lands you now command. Time is of the essence. I shall leave at once, or can you tell me about these lands? Let's click that. I know, I shall leave immediately, I don't have time for that. So, pause again. Come to a Fawn. So, see, you reach the Castle of Fawn, that's my quest. See, there's a bit small log here telling me what to do. There used to be lots of disturbing sounds all the time, but I've removed them because he moves around and he collides kind of with it when he first moved it, and he's not locked to the roads. But the map is much more beautiful than that you get in Mountain Blade. I wish the quality was like this in Mountain Blade. Senor, did you come to our Fawn? Welcome, my lord. What are your orders? First, gather the garrison by the main gates. I shall inspect the troops. Oh, my lord, what a fine castle this is. A single yard of barrack in Montfort Castle in Galilee can hold it comfortably. Although I have to admit the first fort we ever had to defend from the Saracens was smaller than a kennel. Anyway, I hope the fortune will smile upon you now as it did back then. No time for reminiscing, we need to see how the land lies. Pause again. Sorry for my fabulous reading voice. So we have a quest. Come to a Vaughan. Inspect your new holdings. Okay, what do I hold? I'll make a 30-minute episode. I hold Thorn, a castle, so you can see the blue stuff is mine, and I all own a few villages. So I need to inspect my holdings. How do I do that? It seems like this guy has a quest. Let's go for talk to these villages first. See what they can do. Come on, move. Tell me the latest news. Good luck to you, sir. Kind sir. Tell me the latest news, please. They say Conrad I of Masovia succeeded the Cumberland to the Teutonic Order for a period of 20 years. I would like to see him or his descendants try to get back once this ban is passed. Thank you, I've learned all I need. Bye. Okay, so it's going for me.
Walk!
Thank you, quest giver. It's not common for games. I hope you have familiarized yourself with the lay of the land. Here is your first task. Find and eliminate Pippin. His robbers are at work to the north of the castle, around the villages of Shocken and Schlocklau. Can't pronounce those names, so I'll do it fight instead. Assemble your soldiers and go after them. Yes, landmine we shall take to the field immediately. Okay, it seems we have a quest to attack someone. Pause the game again. Find and eliminate a gang of robbers around the villages of Shocken and Schlocklau. Schlockau, okay? Schlocklau sounded much better, but might need to recruit some troops. Where are they? Over there. See if we can get some troops from this village and unpause the game, of course. So, Lysomice. Lysomice, okay. Hire irregular troops. Do I not have enough money to do that? What does it cost? I know, too much money. Okay. What do I have in my inventory? Anyways. Is it the market? Well, let's keep this. I need to feed my soldiers just like in Mountain Blade. So, when you buy stuff in this game, like horses and armor like this, clothes, you don't buy one of them, you buy several and you upgrade your troops using the stuff you buy. So, I don't think I'll be doing that yet. So let's just go attack these robbers. And you can see that he does move slower when he's in the forest. Say, who the hell are you? Run while you still can. Let us see what tune you sing with a noose tightening around your neck. Teutons, attack. They have original footmen. They have 60 more men than I do, but I can charge them from the back with my cavalry. So let's see how the first battle of this campaign plays out. Alright, so here's the deployment. Now, difference in this game, also, I had to edit the camera settings a lot and make it a lot faster and stuff, because it was kind of weird early on. You cannot deploy units early on. You can see I can drag them out. The controls are much like in Total War, but you can't change where they are, the settings are. You can see if we go into options, controls, they're all locked. I can't change that. I guess if I can just modify the files a bit, I could change it, but I think there's a starting menu somewhere where I can change that, but yeah. So, and you can see the UI is it's like grey and it's not as clear as in Total War, and there's a lot more options. I had to edit a bit too to make the options fewer. For the stuff that edits stats, you can see the stats in the bottom left corner, the blue bar, and those are constantly changing. I think there's 80 different things that change those all the time, so I chose to keep that in summary level. Yeah, that's basically it about the UI. And these buttons, so that's one makes them hold position, this one makes them charge as soon as, which is very useful actually. They charge as soon as the enemy gets close, and it's the skirmish mode. So, and this one is the war horn, basically. Most generals in Total War have as well. So let's get started. We want to move it. See it? I did drag them out at the start of the battle. I dragged where they were supposed to go, and now they're going that direction. So you can give orders before it starts. And these guys, when I just drag them out like that, they just walk. So you need to press this button. Page up is like the other half of my screen keyboard, so I don't feel like moving my hand all the way up there. I just press it with the mouse instead. So what I'm gonna do in this battle is that I'm gonna move these guys and try to grab this hit, because they're moving forward. So I'll try to make them attack this unit here. Get a counter charge down the hill. I won't move my cavalry up around it. And you can see there's a unit cam in this game as well. If I see this. This is from 2011. They did have unit cams before Total War did. It's kind of shameful. This is then what, like 3 years before, 2-3 years before Rome Total War. They have less bugs even, and they have a unit cam, and yeah. So let's wait with charging. See, I have that pressed in, so they will charge automatically. See how that plays out. We can actually make these guys walk up that. See, they charge automatically. Let's see if we can get the camera to be a bit more frontal. Yep, we can. Oh, they just walk in. Okay, run. I didn't. Okay, so that's some problem, but not too much. See, these guys are already routing, which is probably because these are downhill and has a great effect. And my general is close as well. You can see they, as soon as he charged in, they ran away. You can see that it's really different how it feels, like how the unit composition feels. It's not like one unit that is standing around and has straight lines and all that. And you can see that it's actually splitting up. Some of them are still holding their ground, some are routing. This does cause some issues with, like, if they're running away, some part of the units might run after that, but it's very realistic. It's not competitive in any way, this game, it's realistic. So let's not exit to Windows, that would be stupid. You can see that the screen gives you a lot of details. Before you get used to it, this can be a lot of information, but you can see we have a player here, so this is my units. Final strength, blah blah blah, yeah. Lots of information now, a bit too much, but and then we have the enemy robber, they're called robber. Yep, so let's continue. Now, the losses I just took will not be given back. Ever, they will not replenish. I will need to recruit new units to regain those losses, and that is just like in Mountain Blade, I believe. So you can see that after the battle, yeah, the game is paused. I did gain loot from him, so I got some fish, some food, consumed by warriors. So let's take all, and now you can see the statistics screen, what remains after the battle. I could have ran them down by not pressing the button up in the left corner that said end battle 1 or something, but nah. And you can see trophies again, that gets me back to the loot screen. So let's finish this battle. Pause. No, I don't need to pause. God was on our side, my lord. The battle was won. We should return to the fore now. We shall take to the field again. So pause, goddammit, and go back to Thorn. So that's my quest, I think. Return to Castle of Thorn. Yep. So unpause the game. You can see he's turning around slowly there, and he's colliding with the village. And there's now another mission coming down. Castle of Mill is under siege. You can help those people. Where are they? Wonder where Memel is. Whatever. I don't care yet. I don't have a big enough army to do anything about it. My lord, you have returned. We heard rumors that you fought the robbers' election. Is there anything you need? I captured a lot of loot. What can I do with it? You can sell your trophies to the travelling merchants. They flock the battlefields like flies to honey. Well, I believe that's false, because they didn't come to get the stuff. I took the stuff and sell it to them, so they're not at the battlefield. I see. I shall look out for merchants then. Right, so let's sell part of this. No. Okay, there's arrows I can press. Sell. Selling price 54. Almost nothing. Alright, let's sell it anyways. The battlefields were heated. Where and how can I reinforce my troops? You can reinforce your troops in the Order's fortresses and ally castles. Thank you for the advice. I shall seek reinforcements. So, hiring army. I believe this is the mercenary screen. So if I go, yeah, nothing, thank you. See, I leveled up as well. So we will want to get some melee mastery up to kill some more enemies with our melee warriors, and maybe get some less cost for recruiting warriors. So let's accept that. Greetings, knight. Hey, you sleepyards, open the gates quickly. Alright, let's talk to the mayor. Can you believe it? The Lithuanians. Thank you very much, sir. I learned all you needed. Ignores what the rest he has to say. I can collect taxes, so let's do that. Got 25 gold. Awesome. Yeah, this is my first castle. I will get more stuff later. It's like in Mountain Blade, I believe, just that you get a siege with Total War style battle instead. So, yeah, hire mercenaries. Yep, here it is. It's the same screen, but now I can hire them actually. So let's get some pikemen. I believe this will be very useful. Or archers. Yeah, pikemen should be better. So let's recruit some pikes. There we go. And can I upgrade it? I have 1 star already. What can they be upgraded? Oh, they can be upgraded to... Oh, you can see the unit tier here. So let's see, we have the mounted knights on top, mounted sergeants, and regional mounted swordsmen. So these can be upgraded to... It's kind of weird how they upgraded, but yeah. So the tree goes from archers to... Okay, there's an irregular tier, then we have the... Well, normal infantry there, and then you have the elite cavalry and infantry on top. So I can actually reinforce the unit back to full strength in this menu. I didn't know that. So that's interesting. So yeah, I believe I've showed you basically everything that the game is about. I will be making another video to make it a gameplay video of this game, but this is gonna be the end of episode 1 of this Let's Play. If you want more of the game, to see more of the game, please tell me in the comments, or rate the video up, or just make sure that it gets a few views more, maybe by inviting friends to see. And thank you very much for watching. If you got this far, I hope I'll see you in my next video.